Hello, guys. Yes, it's another day on After, and today I have one unique guy joining me live on After. For my man in black, you already know him. Your name?
Ebo Harvest.
Okay. I want this gentleman to introduce himself because he's too special.
You.
He's too special. Yo, my man, what be your name?
So I go by the name Prince. I'm popularly known as Mr. Agbeli. I'm a business developer. I CEO to SoftP Expert Services now, which is a travel and tour. I'm an entrepreneur, and I do a little bit of everything business, into music production to writer composer. Yes.
All
And
right.
thanks for having me here.
Thank you. So if I ask you to sing a love song, what would be the song that you are going to sing?
You know what?
Semikasi yewu.
So make us a tour don number.
Open man no asem na etie. Open man no asem na etie ba. You will do maybe as we go on, who knows? I might, sing. But I said, na de ni bresu na nam.
See how do the person and number.
Get be trying to feel.
All right. So remember that this program is sponsored by Royal Express Delivery and Logistics. Guy, if you need anything delivery, the right people to contact is Royal Express Delivery and Logistics. Note that their number is being displayed on the screen, so make sure you contact them and then get all your things delivered on time. Mr. Harvest,
King
what
James.
do you have on after today?
King James. And idea. Since we have a special guest, the topic too is very special.
So
King James.
Mr. Harvest.
Today, for our discussion, traditional marriage and white wedding. King James, do we need both of them? Traditional marriage and a white wedding.
Do we need
Do we need both?
You say one way akokwa neni abo. Diama ho
Akuko e me
Answer say nipa ko bu sa be no nko say na akokwa iyarefo.
Na akuko na ni abode me wi.
One way akokwa neni abo. Nti wo ye visitor there. Ye ma onu juice ni first.
Ka juice asem na akuko na ni abode me dey.
Okay.
Blind chicken.
Mr. Harvest. It is just very sad. You know, this particular topic is very intriguing. I have a son who says the way to the up is always the down. And then I did not understand that from the onset. First, a son of mine once told me that until he finds out who Adam paid the bride price of Eve to, he is not getting married yet.
Wow.
Unless that guy is reincarnated though. Because they are born and say
not just offer bad dia and a till. Yes.
Boberry.
And I mean on reason. Now the
Charlie, you the kind of old lady.
So, you know, on a more serious note, let's put the word marriage in consideration here. Even in our basic schools, we are taught to understand that marriage is an agreement between two people.
Yeah.
Who have been accepted by the family as couple and have agreed to live together in harmony for the purpose of companionship and procreation.
Yeah.
Which means marriage itself has two benefits: companionship and procreation. Right. Fulfilling the particular word in the Bible that says that you should give birth
and replenish the earth.
Yeah. So in today's world, we are treating marriage as though it is an asset or something being sold. You know, so now we are in a world now that whatever the man says does not matter. The beman be and shas, the beman onunsu. And we are met with challenges like this particular topic. I love the topic so much. Somewhere there's a young man preparing for marriage and has money to go see the family in the village. But he is being stopped by the fact that after this particular traditional marriage, there's supposed to be a white wedding. But who brought in this white wedding in the first place? And does this white wedding contribute to any advantages that is going to go on in the marriage? Because to me alone, that is a waste of money from the man's side.
I would say that is a waste of time, actually.
Time and money. Because if your family and my family accepts the fact that we are married, and yes, I have respected you enough to show up in front of your family during the knocking ceremony, and then, I mean, what is there to prove again? What is the essence of the white wedding? Where people will come, veils will be unveiled, something you've already, well, I didn't worry that I think I was like unveiling and all that. I think mobile, refreshment is something you can do later, right? I know people who's gotten married traditionally for number of years, had few children, and then they had to come do blessing.
Yeah.
Right? Does that not qualify to be called marriage? Or are we so blind to the extent that we are now abolishing what we as African understand as marriage so much, we have to now adapt the Western culture? Do we live in slums? Is it something we are copying blindly online? I'm yet to see a white person saying, okay, so I have white wedding and I have another wedding again. So that means they don't adapt anything that comes from our side, yet we are adapting things that come from their side.
No, but you know the funny thing?
Tell me, please.
You know the funny thing?
Mm-hmm.
You see the white people that we are copying their culture,
Mm-hmm.
right? When they want to get married to our women, they come here, they do only the traditional wedding.
That is it. They see the value in a traditional marriage. They love the fact that they have kente on their skin and all that.
They do only the traditional wedding without their the traditional marriage, without their so-called white wedding.
White wedding. Yes. And this is very sad. This is restricting a lot of boys from getting married. Marriage is supposed to be very simple. Somebody say, "Can you not go traditional marriage?" Now me say the white wedding. I have a Muslim friend who said something to me, which I tend to believe this is how wedding should be held. He said, in our family or in my ethnic group, or as a Muslim, when we offer our daughter to you in marriage, we have given you a burden. So the lady's family has no right to disrespect the man. Even if the lady's mother is unwell and the man says, do not go there, she's to listen. Yeah. But here, equality, sorry to say this, do not take it the wrong way, but equality in conversations have brought out the fact say now Obabet me akacha say me there me people one of the people
Okay, so you hold your gun, so too. Let me go to Mr. Hobbs.
And then more be imagine to name number 2. Why?
Mr. Hobbs, I love this topic so much, but first we need to understand that when we say marriage, what is marriage?
King James,
I've been with you from ages.
Yeah.
On the day that you were getting married, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
When we say marriage, what is the actual meaning of marriage?
King James, my brother here hit the nail on the head. Marriage is simply a union between a man and a woman. Not a man and a man, or a woman and a woman.
Okay.
It's between a man
and a woman.
Mm-hmm. And it's the two families on both sides. It is now that we are looking at nuclear family, but when you are getting married, you are entering a whole line of families. Over here, we have uncles, aunties, and all of that. They influence our marriage. Now, it is because of the decadence of our traditions. That is our issue. Now, it has become a canker that say one year bia society looks down upon you in a certain way. But in this country, the laws of this country, we have the ordinance and we have the traditional. Even when you do the traditional, you can still go to court to sign or whatever. But these days, a woman will force a man to go and sign, thinking that the man must die first.
But the thing is, why do you always think that a man have to die?
That is the notice behind the signing. The signing makes them feel like he should sign in case something happens. In case something happens. But why does it have to be the man that should expect something affirmative to happen?
It has to be the man because in our society these days, the tons of pressure on the man.
Mm-hmm. He's expected to die quickly.
You yourself, even if it is not your time,
you will die.
The pressure from a
You
woman,
must die.
a woman,
This is not you die. You must die.
a woman who comes from a certain environment, who is not properly trained, who cannot be self-sufficient, can give a man so much stress that, say, if the man, whilst he was on the day of his marriage, if he was like this, the man will shrink to like this, and like people that would think, say, Obi abedwin on say, a woman can turn a man into a drunkard.
Yeah, that's very true.
Of course.
The last time I was saying, a lot of men, when they close from work, they don't want to go home. They have to pass somewhere where some little girl he will just the man will just put his head on that little girl's chest, and he will have peace. Because when we saw Kofi, trouble. So back to the marriage issue, the tradition and the white wedding thing. To me, we have lost our culture. And in Africa, our culture is passed down from one generation to the next. Mm-hmm. Now, technology has set in our time. Social media has set in, and we are not benefiting from the positives of social media.
Yes.
We are rather looking
the
at
people
the
we copied. They don't do any extravagant thing. No.
Nothing like what we are doing here.
But I say, look, I have seen somebody's budget for their wedding, and the food alone was 2 billion. The food alone was 2 billion. Decor was like 1.5 billion. I said, what the hell?
Matosh.
Now,
Matosh.
Women are expecting you to buy
2 billion.
As we are talking now, sorry, but maybe this man does not have any assets of his own. As we are talking, there's a probability he has no asset for even the mother. No business, no running business. He's probably a good salary earner who's gotten this good contract, or probably running on loan. Because I've had issues where after wedding, there were debtors in the house. Yeah. They said the wedding gown was rented, canopy was rented, photographer is here for their money, and at the end of the day, they have incurred so much debt that when they sit down even to watch television, there's no honeymoon again after so much debt.
As I'm sitting here, a lot of people are owing me.
That's it.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because I have rendered a service for them for their wedding, and then after, we're going to pay you up to date. They haven't.
Very good.
Just last year, about 7 people are owing me.
Each of
them not less than 2,000 Ghana cedis.
So, King James, the issue is people prepare for the wedding. They do not prepare for the marriage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes so much sense.
That's true.
Yes, the event they prepare for it.
They prepare for the event.
The actual union between both of them, they don't prepare.
For it.
Yes. So, and if you fail to prepare,
so then
you have to prepare to fail.
Yeah.
Yes.
That will make me to ask you this question. Mm-hmm. If Mr. Hobby said, if marriage is two people coming together.
Yeah, it's a union.
It's a union
between two people
who
have agreed to become husbands and wives.
Good. Then why do we always go in for the fanfare? Why should the fanfare be our headache? That if I don't get the money to do a fanfare for people, I can't marry.
Okay, so I tell you this. No man, right? And I'm saying this, my fellow men will agree with me. No man has ever got into marriage with a perception of throwing a very big party for people to come celebrate. Mm-hmm. Right. If you have the financial means to want to invite your friends over and that, that's okay. But no young man who is a salary earner has no proper savings, no particular asset anywhere, forgetting about the rainy days, whoever put money, I don't think we really do it. I think it is all about competition between the ladies. It is all about I will become the subject in the room.
Okay.
Right? Because, number one, let's put this in consideration. At a party, Adwa will show a diamond ring. Ya will show a diamond ring.
Mm.
Akosia will show a diamond ring.
Mm.
And I have one gold ring just round on my.
Fear be like that.
So it makes me feel as if I do not deserve happiness. Forgetting about, irrespective of where the person got the money from to get the ring or their financial status, they don't care. So I think it has everything to do with the ladies' competition. I said everybody is doing it and it looks good, and my friends are. Why should I be the first? It's like a woman I met who was supposed to go have a fibroid surgery, and then she claims, and at that time her tummy was this big. Okay, so she claims I will not go for the surgery because in my family, sorry, I'm not deviating from the main topic. In my family,
they all have big stomachs.
Yes, no, not even that.
Oh,
I would
okay.
have said nobody has ever gone through surgery. Why should I be the first person to go through surgery? So I'll keep going on with the herbal medicines, but my family, nobody has ever been. So she's dying. The fibroid is getting the best part of her, but she's locked to the motive that nobody, or to the idea that nobody in the family has ever gone through surgery. So why should I be the first? That comes back to marriage. Everybody, all my friends are having good marriage, and what do they call that after the marriage? After the marriage, they have this program.
Honeymoon.
No, not the honeymoon. It's the refreshment.
Refreshment.
Where they have to stand in the middle of the congregation and dance.
Deco about 100,000.
And then that kind of motive. Number one, let's put this. Ladies are born, and then from birth, growing up, they believe they are princesses already. They believe every good thing, they deserve it. So it is written in their essence, we understand already. Yet it is also written in their essence that it is a man that has to struggle.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you get it from. Like, they're locked to this motive. You have to open the door for me and be a gentleman. That's why we don't have gentle lady, we have gentleman. Because from birth, we are taught that it is a man that has to do this. And also the motive coming back to what you said. So it is the man that has to sign and expect that he dies first. So the property remains for the lady.
So the man have to sign first.
Yeah, so I have no issue with any man signing a marriage certificate with the wife. I mean, it has its own advantages too.
Yeah.
But what happened to our good old fashioned wedding, traditional marriage, where the kete will be played, the agbaja will be played, and all that?
You dance in your kente.
That is it. Look at this. And now look at this. The wedding is not even as funny as you need to get a good car for the bride and bridegroom. So which one
you are getting married. You have no car of your own.
Yes.
But to please society, you either have to rent
Yes.
or call a friend who has a car to bring his car for you to use.
Me, I won't give it to you.
Who do you want to impress?
Sometimes the car is very heavy that you have to even buy for not
Of
less
course.
than 700 Ghana
Yes.
or 1,000 Ghana.
You buy.
No,
I've had someone I've had someone do a wedding in an F-150, and the wedding.
How can you use a truck?
I said
F-150 for a wedding?
A covered back. The wedding is going on around Malam, right? And the couple are in what was the name? Afienya, closer to the Melcom.
wow.
Yes.
That traffic zone.
So look, I did 1,000 in this economy. You are fueling the car, and you know the funny thing. Upon driving through the place, they had a problem. Meanwhile, I think they had overheating, which bent the gasket.
For the F-150.
For the F-150.
The side mirror is about 5,000 cedis.
Thank you very much.
The side mirror.
Now, as I'm talking to you now, the gasket is still not bought. And the issue is now at the police station. And the guy is slimming down. The lady is now carrying popcorn. Sorry, I wouldn't mention names, but she's like a daughter to me.
How much would they buy a day for you to accumulate?
But that was
money?
the same lady that brought about. I was a kawamienu beda ha say. I was a word kawamienu ebeda ha.
She should sell the ring. She should sell the ring.
We our own engagement. Nonsense. Yes. You call your traditional wedding engagement, so you need to put the engagement. Nonsense. That is marriage.
Please, let's not dispute the fact. Marriage is a good thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing.
No,
it is a process by which it is being conducted in Ghana. The way we are getting married in Africa. That is our problem now.
Let me-
Because if we see, there are a lot of ladies who are into hookups who have grown past their marital ages and they are now praying just to receive any man at all, just because they have so much expectations from a man.
Yeah.
So much expectations
Yeah.
in terms of marriage and wedding. So much. I know a lady who can single-handedly take care of a man. So much help financially because she is earning way more than the man. The man is he works around the savings and loans, in the savings and loans sector.
I hear.
And this lady has a whole boutique of Kente and GTP club. Okay, goes to Togo like every week. Goes to even China.
She'll make millions of cedis, millions
Yet,
of dollars.
Edu Bema ni birthday biana boxes them me come night. Or lodi say basi. Na eba the school fees is a man's responsibility. So Bema nya ade dia ono na busi oba na dia oba nya ade dia e oba na busi.
A woman's money belongs to the woman.
What happens to the children we have?
That's
What happens to coming together to build a good future for these children?
That is
the
what
responsibility for
the
man.
Ghanaian society has
Yes.
created. A woman's money is the woman's money. A man's money is for the
For
family.
the woman.
Yeah.
For the woman, not even the family, for the woman.
Because it first have to go to the woman, and the woman.
So I think this particular white wedding should be revisited. Possibly should be cancelled.
Oh yeah.
Because there are young men now with ladies now that as I'm talking to now, they are planning to ditch them, to break up with them today, just because number one, they saw the list of the traditional marriage alone and they are unable to tackle it. That's a topic for another day. They are unable to tackle it. But then they have forlooked that and seen white wedding. What's a different thing? Now white wedding as a grafina, asana. Asana. Pito, brukutu, nini oma. Afina ebe local cuisine. Oh, white wedding asi.
And
Local and continental.
Local, wherever cuisine, local cousin.
and the people that promote the white wedding most of the time are the churches or the pastors.
Oh yes. I mean, I have a pastor whose member couldn't afford a white wedding so much. The man left, like he literally ran away. They couldn't find a man again. And he is now giving the wedding gown to any potential person who is ready to get married to. Into a frewa, na wedding gown there, you will be a hodada, me pesa me de mau. Na kwanza senior have Mr. Wamidi.
What the hell?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know a pastor now. I don't want to mention names, but I know a pastor now with a wedding gown because the particular people to get married, the man couldn't afford. Looking at the cost involved, fled. So now the wedding gown is just awaiting any other person that can occupy it.
Personally,
Look at this.
Personally, I think some of the churches, some of the pastors have do a lot of people harm by promoting so-called Western culture, the white wedding. Because I know some church, before they will even accept the fact that you can do a wedding, you have to go through counseling for a year.
1 year.
1 year.
And sometimes these people live together in
My
harmony.
mom
Counseling.
and dad gave birth to me. They were not able to counsel me.
So you see the thing. You go through counseling for about 6 months, 1 year, just to do what? White wedding.
Look at
Something
this.
that you do not belong to.
Look at this.
And the traditional wedding that you must accept. Your Nana Kanswa will sit you down, give you the idea. Your mother will sit down and give you the current trend. Listen, see the man that you brought to the house. If all that you are looking for is in that man, let us know. Let us give you the blessing and then go.
That is
settle
it.
down.
As simple as that.
Let me just surprise you. I have a lot of people. I know all the lawyers I've got in contact with them. I know them. They don't want to do court wedding. They run away from court wedding. All that they do is traditional wedding.
And that's all.
Somebody who is encouraging you to do a court wedding, to do a traditional wedding.
He's not doing it.
It's not doing it. I went to come to 1 year for court signing.
Yeah. TMA.
I don't want to mention
For
the
your
woman.
marriage or what?
No,
Oh,
not
no,
for
no,
her.
I
no.
won't because when they have to do, there's no way. Traditional the no grand yes your brother we o de kwa o nya pay 1,000 Ghana be come as na but o ba no hwe no me say.
Yeah, avo.
I said hey avo the avo. I got the man.
Charlie, you see, there's no stress.
I want photographer I go sign or court that. O go za go do me camera.
Charlie, so when you this time, no, it's with camera.
When I be catch o be me camera. O boy, me no we ti ase o ha no ano no.
You know the funny thing, the pastor that will bless your marriage, that's what shame with woman. That one alone can buy less.
Also where then?
That's what shame with woman.
Me so for no.
Who's a white wedding? Who's a white wedding? Oh, white wedding.
I mean, you've been
your
through it.
counselor.
Is officiating pastor.
That's what
So
shame.
I was on man's car.
Oh yeah.
Sana mo yan your mama how?
That's what shame with woman.
Is that how are you?
That one alone. That one alone can buy less.
You have to go back to Pluto, eh?
Senior.
If
So
you don't
does
know
he have
what's
to
happening
open?
here.
So will he wait after the marriage and then I give him the envelope?
But personally, I think
Yes, please let me ask this question. Let me just chip. I learned the food that comes through them. I mean, every food that is served at the marriage ceremony is by the lady's family. Is that true?
Well,
the
no.
lady
No.
family have to. The lady family have to be the one that will serve the people.
Okay, so
So the serving of food.
Okay,
their
so
money
look,
is not.
no.
but
This
it's
is
the
how
man
it
that
is.
will provide the money.
Listen, it's like you are in your house.
Mhm.
You have a daughter.
Okay.
Your daughter is bringing
Visitors.
in visitors.
Okay.
So traditionally, look at the mentality behind it. Traditionally,
You
you are
to
supposed to serve
them.
your guests. But here is the case, your daughter has 250 friends. The man also has 250. How many people are you catering for? At the end of the day, the man pays for everything.
And yeah, Emmanuel Tete, Kwajusika. Why? Senior, I know you know me. I know Kwajusika. But then they have to take money from you to cook your own food. Yes, you have to say ni. Kwami, ukra nam no kwa nyebi. Ube fiesa be complaining. The next day, you kwe years akonye dianidi. Go and take your money back. Do you understand?
Obano side, no. So, they have it at the back of their mind traditionally that they have guests. Until after everything, if the man's parents or immediate family, then the lady's family can set up something small
Okay.
or food for them.
Okay.
So this one has been replaced by a gift basket.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
after everything,
at
you need to-
What's the
the
name of that gift? But hampers.
yeah
Yes,
hamper
Okay.
at the event,
Mm-hmm.
they hand it over to them. This contains drinks, milk, something.
That's what the lady's family hand over to you.
After them collecting all the plenty things the man brought.
So let me get things straight. So the man is technically paying for the food and everything, and then when they are done, they are
well,
gifted
it-
a gift basket.
it also depends on the family you are entering into.
Okay.
In Ghana, we have families that are well-to-do,
And
so
then middle-class
and
families.
they want their daughter to get married.
Okay.
Wabrumwa. So now, so they can offer to take care of everything.
Everything. Who crowd meet me Kraka.
Exactly.
They are prepared.
Where are they?
And that's just like a zero, we call it microcosm of the whole 100%.
I see.
Until we say someone he meant to me
Yeah.
But marriage in this country, the man has to be rich. When the woman announces to the family, say, "Oh, I've found somebody. I will bring somebody to come and introduce. I met him. He's interested in me. He wants to come and see." The first question you will be asked as a lady, "Bemman or yejumaben?" That is the reality. So the man has to have money. Why do you think people are stealing so much from their workplaces? Why do you think all the government agencies, people have money more than their salary?
At the end of the month, they get the side money they get is more than theirs.
Yeah,
Okay,
it has it has become a canker we can no more control. It is more dangerous than a virus. The man has to be rich. The woman shouldn't be rich.
Okay, counselor. Personally,
I'm not a counselor.
oh, I know. It's okay. I mean, we are giving ideas and we are doing more.
Yeah.
I heard this joke. I learned a counselor in the area is suffering from broken heart from a young lady, and area boy is now 24. Counselor, no more.
Oh yeah. It does happen.
That is
It does
woman.
happen.
Fear the woman.
You don't fear the woman, you will die young.
So who is counselor? Now broken heart. Small girl, man, bro. I'm area boy is now 24.
The whole two for no. Or no grade, they are children. Do who
It was a counselor, I'm famous.
Who mama?
So, I think pertaining to a man being well-to-do to get married, not really well-to-do. Don't take my words out of context. I think in a way
it is not a bad thing.
Yes,
Not
I
at
think
all.
it is okay. I mean,
It
nobody
is not
would
a
want to
bad
offer their daughter to
somebody
Uh-huh.
who cannot take care of.
yes.
yeah.
So, but my issue is, I just hope as part of the requirement or as part of the things that they want to see, the family wants to see in a man, money is not the main factor.
That is numero uno.
Yes, that is
Money is numero uno.
that is where my problem
They
comes
don't
from.
care where the money comes from.
You see,
All that they are looking for, you should be
Hey.
able to take care of their daughter. That's all.
but you see, I can't take care of your daughter if that's all I have to do. I don't know if you get me, but if that's all, like that's what you expect me to do. What about me being taken care of too? I mean,
Charlie,
it's a couple, and I remember we
Eh,
agreed marriage
eh.
is between two people who have agreed to
Agreed,
become.
yes.
but
couple.
one person suffers more.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
But let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
Mr. Hobbs, I'll ask you the same question. You found the love of your life, the love of your life.
if it exists, yes.
You love her so much. She's
Okay,
so
can't call me a
dear.
Makasapa.
No, she's so dear to your heart. I mean, you find everything that you want in a woman. You find everything. I know that you like meat. You have everything, and she had a good character.
Who
to
doesn't like meat?
Make sure, baby, Asha, I'm talking to you.
Senior man.
So, you want to marry her.
I say.
It's okay. Tell me.
You want to marry
I
her.
found meat. I want to marry meat.
You want to
And
marry.
I'm there. Yeah.
You enter the family. The mom said, "She's my everything." If I will accept the marriage, unless you add white wedding. Without the white wedding, I will not give my daughter to you. Would you do the white wedding,
Okay.
or you run away since you are not in support of white wedding?
Okay. So my issue is, I feel that this particular question is a very vital question, but I also feel this. Let me be completely plain. I feel that the lady has a bigger role to play in this. Okay. So an example, I've seen families, which are even from my family, a lady bringing a man to which so much was required of the man. Even the list was so much, so much that, she had to come back with cancellations and say, I don't think this is necessary. I mean, what are you going to do with this? Why are we paying this? Why is he paying this? You should know, I've been seeing this man for the past 3-4 years now, and I have not asked any of you for money, which means he's probably been doing his duty already. So I don't see the reason why so much is required of him. So I think the question is very simple. If the lady understands or is on the same page as the family, there is no marriage to begin with. I'm telling you, for a fact. If the lady comes to me, if I have the money and we are on the same side, it's okay. But if the lady comes to me and say, this is the conditions my family has put before you, and I support it 100%, then we don't have a marriage. Immediately, that's all. I leave and I don't come back. But if the lady can come and sympathize with me, yes, immediately I leave and I don't come back. Like I said, anything that goes on in that family, anything that will get to me is something that has been discussed between the family to which the lady is aware of. I am also very certain that a lady has the right to change certain things in the family, certain decisions. It's her marriage, of course. I mean, I've had a lady tell the family that someone did their brandy and their bano. Menka say, or be family free. But someone to tell your man so a man, mean fear drew. Madam, what an amos say this year, make a cotton in chain. I didn't hear me, yini. My favorite one in worry no. Bema ba, na so beti me a traditional marriage. No, we also be after ceremony nikura refreshment na.
Item 13.
Mo say was some osanso ye wedding. E de ka be family na echi kwan so mo bia won say aware a. There be oba ye sabi oba ye kra ma hospital be kra wetu ada. Da wa ton to mama oda. Wa was enti die biom na ehia wo be man hu a. E be ma sa e na nyesa ye nware. Ye ware na wedding. Broni wedding no. Me na manage ho. Ba me nu say ye hu nso. Enya ni hu nso. Ye hu anso nti ye nye. Aya ware da chi bi. Na me bie kwan na ye be ya. Ye nsi hu kwan ye be ye.
That is a woman who wants to prepare for her marriage.
Who is worth marrying to.
Yeah.
So like I said, your question, I cannot say yes, I'm leaving or no, I'm staying. But it all depends on what the lady says. What does the lady bring to the table from this particular conversation that was we had with the family?
She brings her beauty.
She brings her beauty.
Beauty. Beauty
And I
face.
yeah, it's a one and one. It's like a lady telling you, I gave you my body. The old man and the daddy. So that's just by the way.
Sometimes I allow them to boo it and then see whether they can boo as long as you boo.
Oh, I watched a video where a man had put $1,000 and gave a pillow to a lady and say, about 3 minutes. Oh, me 10 minutes.
Faster, harder.
Yes. Now sir commanding me. Commanding me. As I would tell me, say na minya medjuma.
Faster.
As I would me candy.
Don't stop.
Oh,
after show.
Family bro baby ama dia. Madam for bezi o se metimi to aso na me zizia ka faster me hwe na nyi ya na me da afede me kokuro beti na eto aso. Me da wa madakwa na me me nsa boy. So this is it. So if the lady comes back to tell me that let's discuss this, it's open for discussion anyway. Because if the date of marriage is open for discussion and we both have to talk about it, if having children is open for discussion, if when I met you I said I like you, remember Oba na wari bema, that's what I believe in. Bema na wari Oba. I believe this. Oba na wari bema, bema na wari Oba.
No, why are you saying that Oba na wari bema?
Yes.
No,
my belief.
No.
No, listen, that's why
let me understand.
Okay, so this is what so I have to go to a lady and say, will you marry me? And she has to say, yes, I will marry you.
If she says no, you can't marry her.
So it's a lady that comes to, or it's a lady, sorry, not come, but a lady
that
marries a man.
You are asking a lady.
Mm-hmm.
You are asking.
It's a question.
It doesn't mean that she's getting married.
Will you give me your phone?
She's accepting your proposal.
No.
It doesn't mean that.
No. So acceptance is what?
What is the acceptance of that proposal for? Is it not for marriage?
It's for marriage.
Yes. Yeah. So I come to her and say, will you marry me? She has to say yes.
If she says no,
I will. That's it. You can't force it.
The marriage won't come on.
So you turn in your proposal. That's why it's called you propose.
Yeah.
It's a proposal. A communal labor. Hope I now join it.
We have been writing proposals to companies. How many of them have said yes to us?
My belief, and if you side with me, Oba na worry bema, bema na worry Oba. So because I'm worry, that is open for discussion, which your consent is, accepted here. When your family says, in the absence of white marriage, you are not married, then we have to discuss this. And if you side with your family, personally to me, it's okay. I want to know maso.
Opo fani kum.
Semijoya mi won't pay you.
And they mean to me,
Mr. Hobbes, if you find yourself in such a situation, what are you going to do?
King James.
Are you going to
King James
leave
somebody that I loved? Oh, I still love her.
Wow.
I still I
don't know.
No, I'm talking about somebody. I'm not talking about somebody. I'm talking about somebody.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay. Still, I don't know.
I'm talking about somebody. I am not talking about somebody.
In parable we talk.
I'm talking about somebody.
Yes, okay. Do what you are stopping. It is not stop what you are doing. Do what you are stopping.
We both realize that love is always not enough.
Okay.
So you asking me, I've met somebody, I love the person, or that. If we cannot gel aside the love, look, love can make us have the best sex ever. Love can make us have good time. It's good to love somebody and for you to be loved in return.
Yeah.
Now,
that's where the problem comes from.
After you drop that love, then all your senses, all your 8 senses, the senses are not 5.
They are not 6 either.
Our,
they call 6 sense.
We call them chakras. Our chakras are 8. That's why somebody who has witchcraft can, somebody can dim your light.
Call you video call without any SIM card.
So like you have experience.
Oh no, someone once told me that you know, a white man made a phone, they call you video call and you don't complain. Your grandmother in the village calls you in the mirror and you're complaining. What's your problem?
Full wireless connection.
Yes, HD.
So King James, like he said, and like I also said previously, we need to prepare for the relationship after all the fanfare, after all the glitz and glamour. But girls of today, there's no certification to this statement. They love the glitz.
Part of it, yeah.
They want to wear a wedding dress that nobody has worn before.
Start from the
dress
door.
That you wear, it's only a day. Only
the one that starts from the door, the church door. Church door.
They want to hire the best master of ceremonies, who is just going to turn himself into a hype man to be paid millions. They want the best decor. That within a few hours it will be brought down.
All the lighting.
Now, a poet once said, all life is a stage and we are all actors. After we have finished performing, the curtains will come down and everybody will leave. Obia Kwa is you and I. And the family we are beginning or we are about to build together. Obia Kwa.
Not your mom, not your dad, not my mom, not my dad. Everybody's gone.
It's just the two of us. That is what every woman should think about. Every woman who wants to get married, who wants a proper marriage. That's what they should think about. Your beauty will fade. You can get sick and all your ass and all your boobs will drop. Your face can shift to the other side. You can have an accident and all your teeth will come out. But life is not constant. The only constant in life is the life you are living. We must think beyond pomp and pageantry. And when we think towards those lines, we can have a good relationship. Those who have been married for 30, 40, 15 years, what is happening now? Obia dear end of Obia relationship end of Obia dear enjoy. Some women have their husbands step on their vaginas with their foot violently every day. And they step on it like the way you change your gear. You step on the clutch or you step on the accelerator when you're on a highway. But who are they complaining to?
No one.
So when you see people enjoying their marriage, do not envy them. Work on yourself. Now,
this is new to me.
A woman, the woman, are you ready to work on yourself? I always say we are from different environments. We were raised differently. We come together to form one unit. Remember, the moment children come in, enkwasiasem na yedini yenu nyina ye mamene ye papa mu na de tete yen wo de obebro wo de obekumi o he wagimi o Now all these kids are going to pick all this up. Are we ready to work on ourselves as man and woman, as husband and wife, for us to, say, your offsprings? Don't look, everything has to go down to the source. The reason why women are fighting for all this glitz and glamour is that their mothers have told them that what is the meaning of that?
The thing is,
saying your father as a woman, if your father is alive, your father is your first role model to your husband. The things your father can provide for you, don't force somebody's son
and you know what we hear
to do all that for you.
We usually hear that ladies look for their fathers in their husbands.
In their husbands. These days,
yes,
the fathers are not even staying home again because Wahala Day house.
Yes. So you expect the husband to stay in the house.
So King James, you come to me, I meet you, I love you, we fall in love, blah blah blah. We are going to marry and you are coming to disturb me with all this pomp and pageantry. Like I always say, you can go.
All right. So I think
and we don't take sand to the beach.
We don't take
sand to the beach.
The beach is full of them.
The
that's
beach
what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
So I think this world it's a funny world. The reason why I'm saying that, the rich always think of doing everything in a very moderate way. When
have small number of children.
When a rich person, let's say, give birth without getting married, and after getting his money, he decides to get married. He will do something small, a simple traditional wedding, not spending more than even 10,000 Ghana cedis. Kokoba, Ideba, Adwaba, Mihia 200 billion. Na me a wedding. Meanwhile, only on one casa capital. Say, ye kase bia, nothing is working. A bit me aketa for a year. If you don't have an income,
it's very sad.
When the source of your income is being cut off, the ones that the reserve that you have can take care of you for a year. Don't do white wedding. You see, when we realize that we should cut our quota according to our sizes, look at yourself and then see if my reserve that I have, it can take care of me.
James, the reserve is not even reserved.
There's no reserve anywhere. What reserve?
Meanwhile, but you don't have the reserve. But you want to show off. And that is when we
they want to burden somebody's son.
Yes,
that's all.
You see, one great man of God recently revealed that he got married with 600 Ghana cedis.
Everybody was laughing at him when he said that.
The woman was happy. They are living a happy life.
Everybody was laughing at
him. And you were referring to him now. You said great man of God.
Yeah.
They've gone past that stage. So now they are okay now. You see? And I've realized one trick that these ladies are using now. The ladies who are working, they intend to be, I don't know if it's all of them, but they intend to support the men financially for a while until after marriage.
Yeah, they did that.
Yes,
we want people to know that we have gotten married soon.
Yeah, they died there from.
But I tell you something. Not all women will side with their family if they are.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Because honestly, I know a lady.
That's true.
Like I know a lady who, by name, I mean there are a lot of Sylvias. So by name Sylvia. She's very down to earth. She understands the fact that she is a man's responsibility. So her family is not the man's responsibility again. Assume a tra.
And now on Sabeka.
And she is ready to fight for the man in this particular aspect. So I always tell the young man that she is with that, this is a gem. Because she is someone, before we go KFC, or calculate this car, say, no, I say, a year, to free no crash.
But see, I will not cut you off. Some of the women, before they will get married to you, when you want to take them out, they'll tell you, oh, you spend more money, so give it to me. Let me cook some benku so that we can eat for the next day. She go do you like that. There's more. Anytime you want to take her out, oh, don't take me out. Just give me the money. I will prepare benku. You are going to waste the money when you get married to them.
You know, I have this short story about a young man who got married, right? And then he took loans to the extent that even he had to take loan even from me for the marriage ceremony. But it wasn't from the onset. It was when things were already, you know, had gone so far, there was no going back again. So he took a loan of 6,500 from me.
So on preparing for the marriage, he even got stuck.
Yes.
And needed more money to
He came
continue
to
continue the marriage ceremony.
Yeah, so,
hey,
so 6,500.
hey, Brako Joe. Hey.
So you know, and this is a funny thing. Asemo.
You are preparing to marry. No,
yes. So 6,500. This is the funny thing that happened. You know, after the marriage, he told me they will raise, you know, with the gifts and money that comes through the marriage, he will be able to give me my money back.
Ghana.
So you know what? This one is at the marriage. I went there because me will be out. Me come in, check out rough. Come boy, now I didn't hear me. I don't know. Let me also me cannot check out left row. Senior, look left, look right. In fact, my person on side the way trip. Which I can you have so with me. So this is the issue. Do you know? Champagne. Yeah, the free 500 by 70. And you know the funny thing, when they got home later after the marriage, I think a month later, I had a trip, so I flew off. And then he called me saying, "Omo dai ka aso, papa me chokwa. Wabuso we wanyebi. Nemo total was about 4,000 something. So wanyebi nemo unhia 1,000. Maybe so. To which I replied in affirmative, but me obi ameka cho say, "Mami time so me nka 1 year." So this is what I saw later. So one and off me kasa background no. Nyame betua o kapa, wo bebre. Just when you now ni we bre pa. Minim yes mate me sika ware matamfo. I was like, calm down. But for me be any a. Oba no so na ayeden we kwasiampe na ayeden. So and that was about 6 months down the line.
That's
so
right.
later me hangi up later and me friend and a WhatsApp call and it was like Ubeji de say from time I buy after the marriage 1 month you done me dan kasa me pay this time just to know say fee na a team no a girl no worth a fee on your entire rent.
I see your true colors shining.
And this guy was going through how did he find out? So for some reason, according to movie, this Qatar, Dubai.
What a woman cannot do does not exist.
So, Onya akwenya so ko Qatar.
Mama oba na hwe obeso mo ba hunu. Ohunu wi a obennom ase no.
Messi. Titi mana e Bible mo no. Say evening Adam, say kan na a.
Wo yo.
Anka eduabane apo no. O mari ni nyina.
Eduano ko mari chama.
Eduano betwitwa. Adamo ne dan so na ahaban no obehata owi abobo ne wi ase.
Ensu na beka no ensu no unso hye
ensu. Or the bitters.
Oh, ensu be gu ho. Owi a no wanom.
Yes, or the bitters anom. So do you know what? Then there some by. So the document adiasa person or scanning them all.
Whilst you knew the guy doesn't have.
Yes. So of a lady ni phone no, of a lady ni Android or you yam cry. So of a lady ni phone or they frame me. So the phone no scanning or so the try. And who say WhatsApp messages ba. Ocha rent na man or the rent ama na saying. And or tap is one say offer. No okay no. And so onye ntua you otua mema wo share. To share some not tie was a problem. So I texted and I said, "Nah, this year Obeji is saying," and also that na like or Bemane texted or financial Obeji saying, and also that na and also someone 2 man with 200 and
Oh, so the guy was responding to the messages
like
as
that.
the wife.
Yes. Say and so that na.
Oh, he's a clever
So
chap.
the problem man is the audio na ebane say na ya and the church bro for ya. Say most of them voice.
Mm.
And I don't know. No, but we say atemdidi. Meanwhile, omutua da dan show ban nsan, omutua dan kana wo fa na wo village nje be 500 pe. Dia kanya na show ban ho. But omutima tena dan wo ho without a rice bag. Papa no problem of friend na mfo no buse ska.
You call this a woman.
But marriage ceremony ni bibia no be ma no. Bema no.
What about we why a wedding?
Yes.
Why a wedding?
The association minister oba ne de akola bema for ba abaware nim. And he's the one taking care of the child.
In fact, if you don't stop this one, in some way cano. See,
Mame tons back on.
Unim papa nintendo libo shandere bere awale utuni wo he.
Hey, King James,
I'm telling you. As I'm talking to you now, this young man has not paid me now. Right? Oh yeah, sprayer or spray car. He's neither paid me my money now. And then send me busano. Onya ohia this will be now spray juma. No, I sandpaper juma. Or sandpaper on. Yeah, man,
is he still with that witch?
Oko. I mean, he's in the same area we washed our car.
No, I mean, is she married to that woman?
Yes,
still?
but he's left the marriage.
Oh.
Look, 6 months after the marriage, look at
God bless his soul, yeah.
But you see, where he is now, he's going through a lot. His offer will be at 50 CDs, 20 CDs. Or did he get?
It will take a long time before he can put his pieces together. He's going to depend on people for quite some time.
So I must say, offer Ukraina, but we who understand the particular thing he went through, we want to help. But so you see, he did a white wedding with all his savings. White after traditional wedding, white wedding, or yeah, big white wedding and kasa.
To impress who?
The lady says he said was also kawa.
In fact, don't allow the lady to pressure you that do.
You know, sometimes I wish, I don't know how this is, but I wish I was an Indian. Do you realize that Indian?
Yeah, it's the lady's family that takes care of the marriage.
Yes, in fact, they have to require. I've seen videos or documentaries where they require the lady's family to have a particular number of cars. So if your sister is going off it, it's not as say because they rather pay dowry.
Okay. So on this particular topic, this is after I'll give Mr. Hobbs 1 minute. We need to end this. We need to end this one. There's other things we have to.
Because if we want to talk about this, there's too many problems people are going through to be laid on the table here.
I will give you 60 seconds.
King James.
There are ladies who are watching. It seems like we the men here we the quash white wedding. They
will agree with us.
They are not,
honestly,
some of them are not happy with it.
No, but honestly, the proper ones who are ready to settle down with a man and not for glittering, those glittering stuff.
Have your 60 seconds.
Yes.
So have your you have 60 seconds.
So mine is a simple advice to the young men. Okay, do not go into something that will cause you a permanent harm. As simple as that. When it has to do with marriage, choose a supporting spouse. It does not have to necessarily be a lady that can give you money, but one who even has, can advise you business-wise, one who can sit down with you and let you know that it's a future we are building together. And this is between you and me.
That's true.
Also, honestly, I would, if you have the money to do the white wedding, then that's your problem. But I would always prefer, because there's a reason why I was born an African. So I am supposed to do what Africans do.
So urefi ukrumu abenya ojira ewo.
Yes. So
if you don't respect your traditional marriage, you will get lost in the
And the last thing is, I think every young man should make it known to every lady, because on hini person on the krum no. So this is what I want, this is what I don't want. Do not wait until I get to that part Now, why we still muhu time?
Inti mo de mo sha se twempran na before mbeki kemu no. Before mbeki kemu no. Bisa ne say wo go for white wedding and also go for traditional wedding. The obetu so no. Because so wo kemu akeke. Na wakwa na say wo kemu atenas. Mr. Hobbs, your 60 seconds.
King James. 60 seconds. Starts now. Okay. My little advice. I do a lot of research, and the things everybody else forgets for the sake of love. When you were born, look out for your date of birth, the proper date of birth. Now, you can go on the internet instead of watching TikTok. Go and learn about you, yourself.
Your horoscope.
Learn about your horoscope and check your compatibility. Here, you go for that crazy counseling they do at church. They take your blood and go and test whether the two of you are compatible. That is crazy. They have no right to do that, but the church, we have allowed the church to do that. Check your horoscope and check. Yes, about anything that has to do with checking for the future of your life. They have made Africans believe whilst they use it. Do you know that there are some jobs you are not supposed to do? Until you check your horoscope, you won't be able. So check. And the person you are madly in love with, check madam, brother, check now, and go and you will suffer for the rest of your life.
All right, so
Simple.
I mean, if you watch KJ Radio so much, these are some of the things we discussed on KJ Radio several times. There's a program that we do that was called Hidden Key, and we've talked about some of these things. So what Mr. Hobbs is talking about is something that I've come to learn in life. Check the person you are compatible with. There are certain things you don't need to do. And those who are watching us, those who are listening to us, look, marriage is a good thing. I won't lie to you that marriage is not a good thing. Finding the right person to be with is a good thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
You see, it's so happy when you meet your soulmate and understand you in everything. Never cut your head for a woman, because the women, they themselves,
they don't cut it for you.
They don't know what they want. If women know what they want, they wouldn't add makeup. On top of the beauty that God has given them, they will not add makeups. They will not add another hair to their hair.
This guy have a problem, but I've seen some people that need makeup. And if you say that, I will have me. Because I've seen some people that, my brother, they need makeup. In fact, it was made for them. Now we are no free about their friend. I haven't ever heard a man get married the following day or Buzo Ban say Mpacho Bano or say so that one they don't say add it, please. Because that's the only way some of you will get married. So
what I'm trying to say is that let us respect what we have. Let us respect what we have. I wish we would do this in our local language, but because of our viewers who watch us from other countries, that is why we are doing it in
mixed language, English and all that. Bit of our local language.
But trust me, to be me alone, I would love to do it in my local language.
It can be done.
There's always a subtitle down there.
Yes,
it can be done. So.
Because you see, it is about time African, we have to come together and patronize our own and patronize what we have. You see, this thing that I'm wearing, you know that it's Ghana made.
Oh, okay. So
we have one that is from
I love
other
being African
country.
Anyway,
Right. But anytime I go to buy some of these things, I make sure I buy from the ones that are made from Ghana.
Okay.
You see, let us love what we have. When we love what we have, we will appreciate our tradition. Because there are certain things we forget and then we skip. And those things will haunt us
for the rest of our lives.
Just like you are going to get married to a woman, you skip certain tradition in that marriage. Your marriage will not go on.
But the woman will prefer you skipping it for a white wedding. Oh, yes.
If any woman...
He wants flashy, like you said. He wants people to notice the flashiness, bigger ring with very big gem. When you have a glass amount.
If any woman wants you to skip the true.
The glass will never fade, though.
That's the thing. Make sure glass, Papa. Ma.
If
why
any
not?
woman wants you, to,
I'll take care of you very much. But glass in there, make sure.
all right. So if any woman wants you to skip your true culture for another thing, advise yourself.
Then that lady herself is not ready.
This is after. Thank you for joining. Like, share, comment on all social. Royal Express Delivery and Logistics is the G's in town. Make sure you patronize them. All companies, all businesses, if you are looking for best delivering service, then it is Royal Express Delivery and Logistics. This is after. Catch you up in our next episode. I did this today with Mr.
Harvest.
Mr. Harvest, you are into.
Mr. Harvest, I'm a media person and a massage therapist.
All right. And my man.
more there.
We'll hear so.
More there. No wonder traditional marriage house, white wedding house. Anyway, my name is Prince Kobe Agbeli. I'm the CEO, like I said earlier, of Soft P Expert Services. It's a travel and tour. Personally, or by career, I'm a web developer, a software developer, an entrepreneur, a business development personnel though. So I'm into everything business, and I own a music production to which I have a few songs.
Did you say
myself.
entrepreneur?
Oh yes, men one.
Because
I can't with that. Me make sure about Benyan be white wedding. Better ask myself.
All right, the name still remain the same. King James. Catch you up in the next episode. Bless up.